Hey Leo, your October tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor and welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I have here your theme for the month with 3 clarifiers to dig a little bit more into it. I have your week-to-week forecast, career and finance up here, love down here, and then your bonus message is going to be a synchronistic message, a synchronistic symbol, which will be the symbol that appears on both cards. These cards also have other symbols on them, so I'm going to let you look at them to see if there are any messages that speak directly to you. And at the end, I'm going to pull 2 crystal ball cards for any, if you have questions formulating in your mind, there will be 2 little simple answers at the end. Now, your theme for October is winning. It says succeeding, victory, outcomes. So this is an excellent sign that something or some things are going your way this month. But it does ask you to pause and to make sure that you still feel like what you're getting out of something is worth what you're sacrificing to get it. And it also reminds you that even as you focus on a goal, to not miss out on the present moment. Now, your first clarifier on this is the Hermit. So you might succeed in some sort of personal victory, something that only you know how hard it was and all that you put into it. It's also saying that the wins you achieve in October might not be the type of wins that culture readily recognizes. They'll be according to your own personal definition of what that is in each situation. Maybe it means staying true to yourself no matter what others think. Maybe it means that you unlock a certain truth about yourself, or that you win a victory over an external negative influence. Now, next you have the Fool, and this shows you winning because you're not afraid to fail, and therefore you go all in and without reservation. It's that hesitation that would bring about defeat. So it's the surrendering of taking yourself so dead seriously that allows you to go for it wholeheartedly, and that's the magic of your success. It's kind of like, it reminds me of Anthony Vincent, that guy on YouTube. His genius, it lies in going all in, committing to the challenge, and holding nothing back, and that's where he succeeds. Now, finally, you have the Ace of Cups. So some of you might be winning someone's heart. Others might be achieving a victory because of your emotional investment. This is a heart swelling with pride or swelling with love. And it could also represent an emotional win, one with like no real external validation to it. There's no prize, there's no status or resources or credit to go with it, just emotional fulfillment. It's an emotional victory. So getting into your week-to-week forecast, week 1, you have the Sun reversed. In this deck, it's called Birth. So if 1 or 2 of something is good, 3 is sometimes better, but it does not always follow that more is even better. There's always a turning point. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. So like, even if you gorge yourself on something as healthy as spinach, right, you can still get stones. Or at least so I read. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I did read that. The Sun reversed is like a sunburn almost. It's a healthy thing gone too far. And it's not normally my usual interpretation of it, but under this umbrella of winning, it's what I'm getting. It's over baking. It's losing sight of the joy and the play part of the game that you're trying to win. It can hollow out a victory if you aren't paying attention. Now, week 2, you have Death reversed, and this can show up as sort of a zombie-like energy, where something that has already ended in your life is still lingering in your space or energy somehow. So this is not an impending ending. This is a past ending where some part of it is still here. The vestiges of something that has long stopped serving you, and now it's just excessive. It's just dead weight, and it serves no purpose. It takes up space, whether that's in your heart, in your psyche, or maybe even your physical space, or taking up some actual time from you. Kind of with that Sun in reverse card and those 2 together, there's something about watering a dead plant. If the plant has passed, there's no amount of water that's going to bring it back, and it's time to return the plant to the earth, as it were. Now, with the Fool, you are standing on the cusp of a whole new life chapter, the beginning of a new story, a reset. So consider how you can travel lighter moving forward. No more dead plants. Now, week 3, you have the Ten of Water, and this deck calls it family. It is gorgeous with Ace of Cups. Now you're getting it, the joy that comes in waves, in thousands of tiny ways when you are present for your life. Even as you strive for a goal, you aren't missing out on your life and living in a future outcome. You could be realizing all of the ways that you have already won in life and remembering the time before when you wanted with all of your heart the things that you have now that have kind of become normal. Now, week 4, you have the Knight of Water reversed, and this can represent unexpressed emotions, and it can also sometimes be creative blockages, writer's block. And there's a little bit of retreat or pullback, especially with that Hermit up here. but it feels like the waves of the ocean and how they'll pull back from the shore and then rush back in again in a natural ebb and flow. And they're sort of saying not to sweat it and don't try to arrest or counteract it or try to balance it out. The feelings are not drying up, they're not draining away, they're just gearing up for the next wave. So there is beauty around you, and we tend to miss it when we get focused on what we want, what isn't here yet. And it's a good time to just breathe. So for career and finance, you have the Devil reversed with the Knight of Wands. And in this gnome deck, it's actually called career. This looks like getting free from something that you felt stuck in or had a one-sided loyalty to, as it will sometimes often happen with companies. A friend told me she saw me like really going all in and giving this job everything I had. She's like, you know, if you were to drop dead tomorrow, they're going to have your replacement job posted in the newspaper before your obituary. So, you know, be careful how much you are giving. And that really hit home for me. But anyway, it's like you're making bold moves towards something more exciting to your soul. And it feels very almost gravity defying, like all of the 80s movies where the kids are rocketing into space, like Explorers or Flight of the Navigator or E.T., where they take off on their bikes. Now, some of you, the freedom comes first and it results in this feeling like a springing upward. Others of you will have to access that fiery, passionate side in a moment of strength to break free while there's an opportunity. There's a sense of being sprung from a trap and just like seeing that moment and taking it. For love, you have the Four of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a mirroring energy, and it says that what you put in, you will get back. What you are feeling is being felt back. The Four of Swords says it's okay to chill. And it could also indicate that a relationship has been on a pause or on a break, and in each other's absence, you can each see what the other one was bringing to the table now that it's gone. And you can come back together with a greater sense of equality and parity of investment. Now, with winning as your theme, this can be a successful connection if you're taking care of yourself properly first. So show them how to love you by demonstrating self-love, because this is all mirroring. Now, your synchronistic symbol will be the one that appears on both of these cards, and it is the mushroom cloud. This is creation through destruction. So like how you have the Ten of Water on the heels of the Death card and the Fool in your umbrella area. Brand new beginnings being born. Very Phoenix from the ashes type energy. Let's see. The other symbol I wanted to talk about, I was drawn to the pentagram. So it's a call to be true to yourself, echoing that hermit energy. Winning with integrity. The energy that you put into the world. And it's also a reminder about karma and your energetic footprint on those who come in contact with you. So I'm going to hold this up. You can kind of take a peek at what else is here in case there's something that strikes you as an answer to a question. And on this card, I was drawn to the yin yang. It's a reminder of the dual nature of the universe and your interconnectedness. No light without dark, no birth without death, no joy without sorrow, balance in all things, no winning without losing, no winning without sacrifice. But also balance so that the sacrifice doesn't outweigh the win. So think of this next time that winning seems like it's the only acceptable outcome, and is losing really the only alternative, or are there other alternatives in that mix? So let's see, here are some of the other symbols that might have a direct message to you, and now I'm going to pull the two crystal ball answers. Answer 1. This is new. I'm just experimenting. Let me know in the comments if you like it, if it was helpful, or if it's just extra. Card 1, answer 1, it says choose a new direction, which is exactly what I see you doing here with that Fool, going in a new direction. Yeah, in your work, getting out of something and going someplace new. All right, answer number 2. Listen to your intuition. I think this didn't come up maybe once, and this is the 11th reading I've done. This has been stalking everybody. This tells me that all of you have all of the answers. You know all of your answers. You just have to believe it. You just have to trust yourself. Hermit. All right. Much love, Leo. That's what I have for you. Talk to you next month. Thank you.